Hello. I'm back. Clearly. Oh my god, holy shit, what a cutscene. Oh my god. They fucking rammed into that car with no hesitation. I always wonder, in like movies and shit, like the aftermath has to be like a big part of it. They have to pay fucking tons of shit, tons of money to fix all these problems they caught. Isn't this what Avengers Age of Ultron was about? And it was like really boring and everybody hated it because they were worrying about like paying for all the damage that was done. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I tend to do this. I'm back. We're making another video. I don't actually have anything written down for this one, and I just decided that I was going to record it today, like an hour ago, when my friend Pat texted me again, because he's my only fan. I learned to turn away from the microphone when I'm swallowing, so if you still heard that, I'm deeply sorry. And the map we're on today is not one I'm familiar with. I'm not gonna lie, I recorded this like a month or something ago. Not a month, but a few weeks ago. And I don't even know how good I do. I don't even know why I saved it. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I'm back. I now have some topics to talk about because I had absolutely nothing before. And I wasn't even thinking. I just kind of went into my recording software and started rambling. So I literally looked up on Google. I Googled things to think about. And it gave me a little list here. The first one is, how long is your now? And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have no clue what that means. I'm not even going to attempt to. That's way too deep for me right now to get into. But the second one is how do your dreams, or like, do your dreams have a deeper meaning? And this I think about a lot because I dream about me being catapulted into the air and just hitting the ground and being teleported back into the catapult and being catapulted again over and over. I have that dream a lot. And I think it has something to do with, like, I have no control about being obliterated, like, in my life, like, metaphorically. And my brain is like, dude, this is what's happening to you right now, and it's just roasting myself. I also have another dream. I don't have this as often, but where I'm, like, just chilling on a beach, like under the sun, and I'm sunbathing. And then this giant wave, not a tsunami because tsunamis aren't like tall. This is a giant wave, just comes and obliterates the beach, and I'm just there. I just feel it. I feel all the pain too. Like, it just hits me, and I'm like, whoa. And I eventually wake up, and I'm like, thank God that's over. Now back to this nightmare instead. Back to my deli nightmare, where I just work in a deli. I guess that's all I have to talk about for dreams. I don't have a lot of dreams, but when I do, they're weird. I have been having more dreams recently, but that's just because life changes and stress. I know it'll go away in a few weeks. But the third topic Google gave me was, what was the moment where you felt most motivated? Now, I can't just pull a cheapskate move here and say I was 3 and I saw Spider-Man 2 for the first time. I actually don't know how old I was. How old was I when Spider-Man 2 came out? Let's see. Spider-Man 2. It's my favorite movie, by the way. Don't judge me for how slow I type, okay? I'm not a professional typer. Spider-Man 2 came out in... Why is it not telling me? 2004. So I was 3. Hey, I was 3. I guessed right. But I can't just pull a cheapskate move and say in 2004 when I saw Spider-Man 2 for the first time in theaters with my dad, and I was like, I'm gonna be Spider-Man. But I think genuinely the most motivated I ever was probably like now. I'm not a very motivated person, as you could tell from my upload schedule. But I'm looking forward to the future and all that. You know, it's exciting. It really is. And I toured a college the other day, and I think I'm gonna go to that one. It's very exciting stuff happening in my life right now. But the third or the fourth question Google has for me is, what if you won the lottery? What would your today look like in 5 years? Well, I would hope that I wouldn't be like homeless, but that's always a possibility with winning the lottery. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm also not gonna lie to you. I'm really horrible with spending money, so that's a very definite possibility there. But what would I like my life to look like if I won the lottery? Would be I want to live in a city, which is like a cop out move to say as a 20-year-old. It's like, oh, I want to move to the big city, but I kind of do. It's exciting. I really like small, crappy apartments. I think I don't get claustrophobic, and I like small spaces. I would like to live like my room would be. I'd live in my room for sure. So I think I would just coast off my money. Like, I wouldn't invest it or anything, but I'd continue living my life, but I wouldn't have to worry about starving, you know? The next one is, what are you holding on to that's holding you back? Well, this one is kind of open-ended, because, like, holding me back could mean so many different things. Like, I don't know. Holding me back in life, just moving forward, like, because I'm going through the ringer right now, like, emotionally. Maybe that could be holding me back from, like, being motivated. Hey, throwback to the older question. But, like, holding me back, because there's, like, hobbies I want to get into that, like, piano. Oh, my pinky doesn't work that very good for piano. That's holding me back. I don't know. These are kind of too broad. Let's see. Oh, here's one from conversationstartersworld.com. This is such a sad Google search. All right. What harsh truths do you prefer to ignore? I didn't know we were getting this deep on this episode. Harsh truths that I prefer to ignore. I don't think I prefer to ignore it, but I just don't think about the fact that, you know, I'm gonna not be here someday. That's really weird to think about. It's not. I don't really ignore it though. I don't really care. I've never really cared. I'm one of those hippies that are like, it gives life meaning if it's shorter. So I don't. Harsh truths that I prefer to ignore. I guess it'd be that Earth could just be hit with an asteroid at any moment, and we could all just be obliterated. That's definitely it. Here's another one. Is free will real or just an illusion? And I don't think they're talking about Free Willy, the movie about the fucking fish or whatever the fuck. I don't remember. I never watched it. Free will. I think it's real on like a you do you sense, but I think it's an illusion when you talk about you can be whatever you want to be. I don't think that's true. I think you could be what you want to be in your own God, that was such a horrible death. You could be what you want to be in your own zone. You know, if you have no money, you could still be a cool person. You have the free will to do that, or you have the free will to be a shit person. But if you have no money, you can't realistically, like, do everything you want. That's not a realistic possibility. I like these topics. I like this Conversation Starters World website. This is good. This is an advertisement for them. Is there a meaning to life? Absolutely not. I'm fully against that. There's no meaning to life at all. You make your own meaning. It's different for everybody. I don't think there's a meaning to life at all. I think this was just all random. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't believe in God. That's a joke. I'm undecided on that prospect. Let's see. Where is the line between art and not art? This is funny. Because Okay, so there's that art that's just that fucking white, like the canvas that some dude just painted white. And I was so against this at first. Same with Jackson Pollock, sorry. I was so against all of that at first. And then I watched one video essay on it by Nostalgic, I think. Great creator. And I was like, shit, I might think this is art now. So you really can't tell. If somebody can justify making something for a purpose, I think that is the line where art is. If, you know, if you just make something... Oh, but that's not even... See, this is a good question. I'm so undecided on this. I'm still young, guys. Give me time. Give me till I'm at least 40, and I'll be old and bitter, and I'll have set in opinions, but I'm still learning. What should be the goal of humanity? Jesus. Oh man, the goal of humanity? These are good questions. I'm like excited now. Over nothing, over a recording of myself talking. What it should be the goal of humanity? When I think of this, I think of like space and space exploration. But is that a goal, or is that just like a thing to do? I guess any goal is a thing to do. I don't know. I could be a hippie again and say peace, like to make world peace and have everybody be happy. That's a good goal for humanity to have. Of course, this game has to go to overtime, so I have to keep rambling. But I like these questions, so I'm going to keep it going anyway. Just so I have an excuse to talk a little longer. Okay. Does fate exist? I don't like fate. I don't like the thought that I'm set in my own unchangeable story. I really like the idea that I have free will. You know? I like the idea that I can stop this recording right now and go into the kitchen and take out everything in the fridge and pour it onto the ground. I don't think that we're set into any story, any specific story. I don't know. I feel locked by the concept of fate. I don't like it at all. And okay, this will be the last one because it's the last one up here on Google. What does it mean to live a good life? This I feel very strongly about, okay? I have, ever since junior year of high school, I've had this philosophy that you should do, and it doesn't matter how successful you are at all, right? Sure, that'll contribute to having a happy life, but, for some people at least, but you should do genuinely what makes you happy instead of settling down and finding a, suitable job. I don't think that is a good way to live life at all. I would rather be an unsuccessful artist, if that was what I was into my whole life, than find a desk job that's 9 to 5 and work for nothing for my whole life. I feel like I genuinely would be happier, and I feel like that is living a good life. I used to say this dumb thing in like freshman year of high school, which is weird because I was horribly depressed then. I would say, always coasting. I'm always coasting, bro, just going with the flow of things. And I don't know, I think there's something comforting about that, which contradicts my fate opinion, but I don't know. I'm a very controversial. I have very not controversial, opposing opinions on different things. But I guess that was the last question. I don't know how much time is left on this video. It can't be long though. I'll stretch it out one more question. What would my name of a boat be if I had a boat? Name of a boat I would... Something important to me. I honestly don't know. I don't think I could own a boat at this point. I don't think I even have enough money or I'm even mature enough to own a boat. Obviously I could own a boat, but do I even want that? No. But what would I name my boat? I don't know. I don't even, I want to name my dogs like famous music artists that I like Bonzo and Ozzy. I think that's cool. But I don't think it'd be cool to name a boat after people. Anyway, that's all I got for this video, guys. I will see you soon. I won't see you probably tomorrow or the next day. But soon, I promise, guys, okay? I'm trying my best to do this, because, you know, I'm doing me. You know me, guys. I don't even know what the fucking video was. Alright, see you later, guys. Peace.